So Israel Adesanya obviously was mashing through the middleweight division until his rival Alex Pereira showed up. But as he gets back on the proving ground here tonight, DC, most people believe on any given Saturday night, this is still the best middleweight in the world.
Well, he's proven it time and time again. He has been the man for so long, it would seem hard for him not to operate in that space. But because he believes in himself, because he recognizes who he is, he takes wins and losses as good as anyone I've ever seen. But when it comes down to the X's and the O's, the guy in his fight ability, Israel Adesanya is as good as they come. A phenomenal kickboxer in much improved wrestling that allows for him to stay upright and make guys fight him where he needs him to.
Really seems as though he is getting closer to that mixed martial arts prime, to your point, in terms of putting all the skills together. Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, back in the octagon here tonight. So the latest title defense arrives here and now for the UFC's undisputed middleweight champion. And prevailing wisdom is it's going to take a huge effort out of the challenger tonight to dethrone this dominant king.
Absolutely. You do not beat this guy without being on your A game. And not even just your A game is going to get it done. You have got to overachieve in order to beat this guy. This guy is firmly entrenched as the best in the world. When you look at him, you know he's the best. From the way he carries himself, to the confidence, to the skill set. He's the champ, and he doesn't intend for that to change.
Seemed as though it was maybe a difficult weight cut, or more difficult than once prior, but he didn't want to hear any of that noise in advance of this latest middleweight championship title defense. And now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Dricus Du Plessis.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
Well, he came into the UFC as one of the hottest prospects the Octagon had seen in years, and Israel Adesanya has done nothing to diminish that hype. Stuffed 12 takedowns in his UFC debut, and the expectation is that most opponents are going to try to ground the last style bender. Let's see if he can keep this fight up right here tonight. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination from the walkout to the entrance when he's in the octagon, the fighting style. He just kind of has that thing that makes him want to stop and stare at Israel Adesanya. Beautiful jab there by the champ.
Both guys throwing potential fight enders here in the early going.
That one was going to end the fight.
Yep. so more output, at least in the early going.
Oh! Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body. Oh, nice takedown defense. That double leg attempt looked like it might be good. He wasn't having it.
Oh, nice.
Leg kick. We cross the midpoint in round one. Oh, nice straight punch there by Du Plessis. Whew. Israel Adesanya, I don't even know what that was, but it certainly looked pretty, DC. This man brings so many different things to the table as a striker, and I would think would be a very difficult guy for his fellow middleweight contenders to prepare for. Oh, punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing his shots together.
He's doing a great job of stringing the shots together and also just mixing up the target and the attacks. Great job finding different places for his strikes to land.
Oh, good defense here to stay upright after that single leg takedown offering. All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here. Unable to connect with the right. All right, late in the round now, it has been all Israel Adesanya. He's landed a lot of power shots, not necessarily forcing the finish, though.
It's the way that he can land wherever he decides he wants to, with his legs, with his hands, with his elbows. It all comes back to the striking of the last style bender. Tonight, he is putting on a masterful performance.
Oh, big knee. 90 seconds to go now. Du Plessis gets touched by that kick there. All right, so 43 total strikes have now landed for the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. Oh, man, as effective as straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad. Oh, nice jab.
Du Plessis' nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go get it. You got to go find the finish.
Continues to sway with every huge shot being landed. Back and forth we go.
Man, what a fight. Big shot to the head.
Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation. Unable to connect there. Final seconds of round one. Adesanya's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, round two. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Both fighters throwing heat now. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. We got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
And he lands a kick to the leg now. Pretty good work on the feet tonight by Adesanya. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Right? He should be focused on getting to that cut. Whoa!
Oh! This fight's gonna be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high on the ball, thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Just over 3 minutes to go now. Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
Israel Adesanya is in half guard now. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He is just Darce.
Yep, he's trying to hit a Darce here.
Looks like he's got that submission locked in.
He's really advanced now. Looks like he's going to get the finish.
Oh, he got out.
He got out of the finish. John, I thought it was over. I thought it was done. It was so tight. It was deep. They were hip to hip. I thought the fight was done. Great job and awareness by this young man to defend that Darce choke.
Motioning for his opponent to stand back up here. Well, we told you off the top of the broadcast he could do it all, but he's leaning on the striking tonight and continues to hit his opponent really with most of what he's throwing.
Well, he can't miss. I mean, it's like the guy's throwing a baseball at the side of the barn. Everything he throws, he lands, and he's showing that he can do it, and he can do it in abundance. The pace that this young man is fighting at is truly something special.
Good series of punches by him there. He has been busy throughout.
He's doing a great job with the hands. He looks like a professional boxer out there.
Throws that teep. 90 seconds now to go in the round. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Adesanya's making things really difficult for the opposition now as the fighter continues to target that damaged nose. Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, great job by him there to reverse things and get the dominant position. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
What a tight armbar.
Oh, bails on the submission now. Oh, he's got his back.
Getting him out here.
Final seconds of the round. Du Plessis, ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. All right, round three coming up next. All right, there's the horn, and what a round, champ. We got to talk about the knockdown. When you knock somebody down like that, it got to be kind of fun to strut your way back to the stool.
I mean, you are 10 foot tall. When you can drop another person with a strike, you are 10 foot tall. Now, the issue is he did not find the finish, and he used a lot of energy trying to finish that fight.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Ready.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Oh, lead hook by Dricus Du Plessis. All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you gotta credit this striker for continuing to attack that area.
Just knowing the target, knowing what he's supposed to do, and doing it as effectively as he is right now. This guy's tremendous.
Big right hook. Oh, what a shot there on the inside. He's hurt now.
He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
All right, so he's landed a few big uppercuts already. And DC, I know you're in the prediction business. You think he's going to set it up again?
I am certain he's going to try and set that up again. Expect it to come off of a left hook, because off the left hook, you don't anticipate the next punch coming right up the middle. He's real good at trying to find that shot.
All right, so there it is with the punch. One thing to have a reach advantage, another to employ.
Hey, he's off balance.
Finish here. Just misses with the jab.
Heard it again.
Man, looks like he's trying to set records here, landing all of these strikes. He is aggressive to a fault. Oh, huge right hand! Oh, another heavy shot gets through. Herb Dean steps in.
Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable. So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 55 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Dricus Du Plessis.
All right, so there he is, the still UFC middleweight champion of the world. He has retained this title at 185 pounds for some time and showing no signs of slowing down, DC.
This is a weight that hasn't had